Hi, beautiful. Welcome to A Course in Miracles, Lesson 14. God did not create a meaningless world. The idea for today is, of course, the reason why a meaningless world is impossible. What God did not create does not exist. And everything that does exists as He created it. The world you see has nothing to do with reality. It is of your own making, and it does not exist. I'm going to pause here and say, I remember the first time I went through A Course in Miracles, these thoughts aggravated me. And now I hear them and I read them and I'm filled with peace. And I think, thank goodness. Thank goodness that insane world that I had created did not exist. You'll get there. If you haven't already, you will. The world you see has nothing to do with reality. It is of your own making and it does not exist. The exercises for today are to be practiced with eyes closed throughout. The mind-searching period should be short, a minute at most. Do not have more than 3 practice periods with today's idea unless you find them comfortable. If you do, it will be because you really understand what they are for. So again, saying if you really understand these, they'll bring you peace and comfort. If you don't, they might make you uncomfortable, and that's okay because you're going to process through this. The idea for today is another step in learning to let go the thoughts that you have written on the world and see the Word of God in their place. The early steps in this exchange, which can truly be called salvation, can be quite difficult and even quite painful. Some of them will lead you directly into fear. You will not be left there. You will go far beyond it. Our direction is toward perfect safety and perfect peace. With eyes closed, think of all the horrors in the world that cross your mind. Name each one as it occurs to you, and then deny its reality. God did not create it, and so it is not real. Say, for example, I know this is going to be tough for some of you, but there is truth behind it, and you'll see it soon. For now, we're just opening up our mind to the possibilities that what we see on an individual level is not the whole story. Say, for example, God did not create that war, and so it is not real. God did not create that airplane crash, and so it is not real. God did not create that disaster, fill in the blank, and so it is not real. Suitable subjects for the application of today's idea also include anything you are afraid might happen to you or to anyone about whom you are concerned. In each case, name the disaster quite specifically. Do not use general terms. For example, do not say God did not create illness, but God did not create cancer or heart attacks or whatever may arouse fear in you. This is your personal repertory of horrors at which you are looking. These things are part of the world you see. Some of them are shared illusions, but others are part of your personal hell. It does not matter. What God did not create can only be in your own mind apart from His. Therefore, it has no meaning. In recognition of this fact, conclude the practice periods by repeating today's idea. God did not create a meaningless world. The idea for today can, of course, be applied to anything that disturbs you during the day, aside from the practice periods. Be very specific in applying it. Say, God did not create a meaningless world. He did not create, fill in the blank with the specific situation that's disturbing you, and so it is not real. God did not create this horrible feeling I have towards my friend so-and-so, and so it is not real. God did not create this conflict between this nation and that nation, and so it is not real. The Course is not saying that the effects of these delusions doesn't have any real world consequence. It does. Only that those thoughts are not meaningful and they're not real. It might seem like a delicate distinction, but as you get further into the Course, you'll see that that fine line, on that fine line rests your peace and your happiness. And you don't have to make perfect sense of it. In fact, it's better if you don't even try. Just have a willingness to understand, and the understanding will come to you in the perfect way. It'll come to you in a specific incident in your own life where you will see the truth of this in your own life. So you won't need to believe what's in this book. You won't need to believe what I'm saying, the words I'm speaking out loud. You will know. God did not create a meaningless world. Thanks for being here with me today. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 15. Mwah.